Now it's September, and September is my favorite time of the year for fragrances. Today's video is a perfume battle of two fragrances that I absolutely love for this transitional period when we are going from summertime to fall. And these are Oud Nude by Guerlain and Kirsch Headspace. I believe that Guerlain does not need any introduction. You have already tested that fragrance probably. Headspace, on the other side, might be the brand that some of you have not even heard about. Headspace is a concept that was created in the 70s. The idea of this concept is to capture the scent of the raw material in its origins and then to recreate it in a laboratory. So it's like you have a memory of a flower and then you try to recreate that memory. And to be honest, this idea of headspace is very close to me because very often I dream about scents or about something that I've smelled before in my life and I just imagine creating a fragrance out of that smell. So this is what Headspace brand is about. Kirsch is very often compared to Oud Nude by Guerlain. And the funny thing is that Kirsch was created by the grandchild of Monsieur Guerlain, Paul Guerlain. So we have an old house Guerlain on one side, and then we have a junior perfumer who is coming from the family of Guerlain, but working for a different brand. An interesting battle, don't you think? Here I have the miniature of Oud Nude. It's a 10 ml format, no spray. So I will have it on my left wrist. And then I have Kirsch. It's a 2.5 ml format, same untwisting top, and I will have it on my right hand. So let's see. The moment I put Oud Nude on my wrist, on my left wrist, I immediately got that smell of cherry in the air. And that cherry is a very dominant note in Oud Nude. And when I put Kirsch, I would say this is not as cherry dominant. I would say cherry is not so forthcoming here as it is in Oud Nude. Cherry here is competing with the second part of the fragrance that is supposed to be leather or suede, but to me it smells more like incense of a gunpowder. Like somebody just shot a revolver and then you have this gunpowdery incense, slightly metallic, mixed with cherry. And cherry itself is also not very sweet, it's more on the sour side, especially when we compare it to Oud Nude, where the cherry is much sweeter. If I focus on the description of the cherry as a fruit in both fragrances, it's actually funny that Oud Nude does not have cherry in the official pyramid. In the official pyramid, we see raspberry, but somehow it smells more like cherry. And cherry with the bitter almond, untoasted almond that has that raw green bitterness, that's a kind of cherry that I'm getting in here. And then we have Kirsch that to me is a cherry, and that sourness that I already mentioned is coming from a green apple. So if you wish to simplify, I would say that cherry of Oud Nude is mixed with raspberry, while cherry of Kirsch is mixed with green apple. Then the fragrances start growing apart even more when we move towards the middle and the base. Kirsch makes me think of some sort of fetish. I already told you that there is gunpowder, smoky leather, and we also have something boozy, which in the description is sake and rum. I wouldn't go into specific types of alcohol, but definitely it's a boozy kind of leather. So it really makes me think of some kind of fetish club where people are dressed in leather and there is alcohol pouring and, all this kind of kinky stuff. Oud Nude also has a bit of a boozy side, but not as strong as Kirsch. And none of the alcohol notes is in the description. So it's not as boozy. It certainly is sweeter. The thing is that this sweetness doesn't radiate a lot. What radiates is the fruitiness and a little bit of woodiness. So what you smell in the air from Oud Nude and what you smell off your wrist is not exactly the same. I would say that off your skin, it smells sweeter. It's like vanilla is closer and oud also is closer. In the projection of Oud Nude, I catch more fruitiness, while in the projection of Kirsch Headspace, I catch more incense, and I catch a rose actually, and rose is not a part of the description here, while it is a part of the description of Oud Nude. So go figure. In any case, these are not rosy fragrances, and you might already know that I'm not a fan of roses. In terms of intensity, I would say that the fragrances are approximately at the same level of intensity. I would probably say 7, 8 out of 10. Oud Nude lasts a bit longer. After 2-3 hours, you would feel that it maintains its base structure better than Kirsch. Kirsch becomes closer to your skin, and I would say saffron dominates the base actually. I use Oud Nude quite a lot, but the thing is I'm always lacking some oud in here, so I like layering it with oud fragrances. My favorite fragrance to layer Oud Nude with is called Rosso One by the brand called Valmont, and this one is Extrait de Parfum. Very expensive fragrance, very rare to find in this format, and I absolutely love it because to me this is really the best oud. It's not spicy, it's not sweet, it really is oud the way I like it. So I like wearing it on its own as well, and I think it just adds enough oud to my Oud Nude to make it very, very pleasant, bright, lovable. You know, another funny thing that I noticed is a lot of people speak about similarities between the two, especially that this one was created by the grandchild. But on Fragrantica, there is no link between the two. And I have a feeling that it was purposely done, maybe to eliminate the competition, because if you think of a fragrance that is similar to Oud Nude, I would say that Kirsch is the first one that comes in mind.